Hey all and welcome back for another round of HellfireComms Patreon TV comms. Today we are returning to the world of Konosuba to check out episodes 4 to 6. This was once again commissioned by Silver Dude, and I'm ready to just jump straight into it if you are, Volk.
I'm ready.
Let's do this shit. Everything you guys will need to sync up our commentary to your copies of the media, which we can't provide for copyright reasons, obviously, can be found in the video description. So if you're a bit lost, check that stuff out. What we're going to do is we're going to counting down into episode 4, and then when we're done with that, we'll actually close it down and load up episode 5. And while we're discussing 4, you can just get 5 ready, and then we'll count it down to that, and so on and so forth. So here we go, episode 4 of Konosuba in 3, 2, 1. Video game antics. It's actually been a while since we've covered this.
It has. I'm kind of hoping we have something a little bit more world-shattering than animated cabbages, personally, but I'm expecting good things regardless.
I splash you! Splash damage!
It's like a level 7 Squirtle just learned water gun.
It's kind of handy, I suppose, but did that water come from me or the ether? Because one of those is quite traumatic.
Yeah, I'd like to hope it's just created from magic, so we'll go with that option rather than the whole I'm recycling my bodily fluids still a deal.
Yeah, anyway, this is Darkness. She has a thing for sadomasochism, or whatever the fucking word is. Volk likes her a lot.
Yes, we were introduced to her yesterday. I don't know what it is, but they do the whole masochism thing very, very well. And also the fact that she's insanely strong, but has, like, shit-all accuracy. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, let's not.
Just a reminder that this is supposed to be 13 years old. And meanwhile, Aqua is complaining to the receptionist, who I believe his name is Luna.
Well, is she going to get an arc as well? Because if she has a name, she has to be important.
Well, she's a receptionist, so you kind of see her every time you pick up a quest or hand in a quest for completion, so...
Fair dues.
It's also about that she's a main character, but she's a very much recurring side character.
So we have Kazuma, Aqua, Darkness, and Megumi. A pretty strong band so far.
Well, strong, yes. Competent? That's debatable.
Yeah, I suppose. Oh, Jesus.
Yes, Kazuma is unfortunately a millionaire, which means, if I had to hedge my bets, Aqua in particular, as well as perhaps Megamin and Darkness, will be looking to get some of that green for themselves. Well, I mean, Aqua has no one to blame but herself. She was the one who picked up a load of lettuces instead.
Yeah, wait, are they lettuces or cabbages?
Well, there were cabbages, but unfortunately the one Aqua managed to subdue were, in fact, lettuces, which are significantly less valuable, as it turns out.
Oh, I see. It's like you're looking for a shiny, and then it suddenly turns into a Rattata.
Or it's one of those shinies that look no different to what their regular form is, I guess.
God. I've never, and this is like since X and Y, when apparently shinies were much easier to get, never fucking found a shiny, and I'm so mad.
I'm one of those lucky bastards that managed to get a shiny pretty much every game since their debut, at least 1 or 2.
Fine.
Purely by accident.
Oh, that's even worse. It's like you're not even trying then.
Exactly. Which makes it even better, just because, just like, yeah, I just got these without even looking for them. It's just like, I changed like 500 things to get that, and just like, you just got it. Yep, that's how it goes sometimes.
This will probably go up after my birthday on November 24th, so I am getting Let's Go Pikachu, and I'm hoping that I can finally chain a shiny, but if I can't, I'll just have to live in the digital world, where dreams always come true, except for when they don't. Give us the money! That's so cute.
Well, there we go. The luck does come in handy indeed. You never know when you want to get that rare drop just off the cusp, and then all of a sudden you're a superpowered god.
Oh, Aki, you want to see my new spell? Begonus Fotus! Please, I need money to live. It can be exchanged for goods and services.
She really brings this upon herself, really. She has no room to whine at all.
Well, I mean, she's like the reason they're in the digital world to begin with.
Well, yeah, and I mean, the only reason why she's there as well is because Kazuma pretty much tricked her.
Mm-hmm. I keep calling it the digital world, but I don't think it is exactly digital. Do you mind? This is PG-13. No, none of that. Too lewd.
Yeah, that's one Foxy doesn't want to touch.
Ah, you gave me money. Now I like you.
That about sums it up.
Yeah.
Bitch, please.
Alright, time to go out and get more pocket money, I suppose. Aqua's cleaned me out.
We need more cabbages. Well, to be fair, Aqua didn't clean her Kazuma out. He still has at least 900,000 left.
Mm-hmm. Big bang attack!
So this is kind of the beginnings of where Kazuma goes full hog into the whole classlessness thing. He's pretty much quoted as being an adventurer rather than being any particular class. I mean, in the previous episode he learned the steel ability, but now he's got Create Water, so he has a small smattering of magic ability now as well, and according to the wiki, that will only grow and develop in the future, where he picks up more abilities at a baseline, which would normally only be usable by one specific class.
Oh, okay.
Whereas obviously everyone else, Aqua is the Priestess, Megaman is the Explosion Mage that can only use Explosion once, and Darkness is the Crusader with no accuracy but insanely high attack and defense.
Yeah.
Quite the ragtag band, so even if you think that Kazuma is basically choosing not to specialize, he's still probably the smartest one of them all, because he's not exactly inept at anything either.
What is a vassal, Vogue?
A vassal is basically a servant.
Okay.
There's a lot of talk about vassals in the DESYNC series in particular, where Lahal wants to make everyone his vassal so he can be the supreme overlord.
Okay.
Big ass tassel.
How could it be only like 1 million coins and still have to live in this rinky-dink, like, shed and whatnot?
Well, it's kind of like if you probably won the lottery in real life. You wouldn't want to draw too much attention to yourself, so, you know, you just carry on with your life unassumedly, but you're less afraid to splurge every now and again. And that way you don't get bothered by well-wishers and what have you.
At least get a flat or something. A fantasy flat.
He just gets like a studio apartment room or something like that.
Oh yeah, I'm just a fucking taxi at the end of the day.
Look, I can't just cast my explosion anywhere. It's got to be special.
Yeah, I have to pick it perfectly. The thing has to be living. It has to preferably not be near us.
So I'm guessing she practices so that she can eventually learn how to do more than one explosion.
You don't mean 2 explosions?
Well, I mean, seriously, if she could do 1 explosion at that kind of magnitude, imagine what she could accomplish with 2.
Yeah, or even 3. Or, God forbid, 4.
Alright, let's not go too far. That's at least some Series 5 shit going on there. Like, chain explosion. She can still use it once, but she gets like 4 or 5.
Chain explosion is, Burst Man's EX power, I think, in Mega Man 11, when you use the gears, essentially.
And there goes about 1/5 of the wildlife.
And about 1/3 of the castle. And 100 of her.
I do quite like her. Like, she's not as obviously annoying as Aqua, and she has the character trait of being fairly... I wouldn't say entirely useless, but very limited in terms of what she can do. And now the cabbages are being sold off for cheap. They did not deserve this fate.
Alright, see you later, Darkness. Don't get lost in the night, I guess. Sorry, I didn't want to say Darkness twice.
Darkness is going off home to get swole.
Oh, this poor castle. But I do understand, like, you're basically grinding right now. Like, you come out every day and cast 1 explosion and get, like, 1 EXP each time. Oh, Jelly Donuts, my favourite!
It's like with some MMOs where you can level up your skills by repeated use of them. So I guess this is probably what they're going with. I'm going to level up my explosion magic by casting it as much as possible, but of course, only being able to use it once a day, you're somewhat limited as to how much EXP for it you can get per day.
God, how tough is that castle? Is it made of fucking adamantium?
I don't know, I'm starting to see some cracks appear. Imagine if it was that Dark Lord's vassal dude was living the entire time. It's just like, god damn it! If I have to hear one more explosion, I swear to god, that town is being razed.
And if I have to get out of this chair, you are going to see some serious shit. Kabloom.
I wonder if Kazuma eventually learned to do explosion stuff. Like, not like huge explosions like that, you know, small explosions sort of like, maybe a level up from a firework.
Huh. Wouldn't that render Megumin useless?
Well, no, because her explosion would be much larger.
Okay.
It's like having a pistol and then having one person who's just a howitzer.
I don't know, I've already got Puddle Splash. Don't want to go too far too fast, you know?
Yeah, you may need more than 1,000,000 to learn explosion magic, but... that was oddly touching. I don't think we've had like a really true sort of touching kind of scene in this anime yet. It's been mostly hijinks, shenanigans, and Aqua being annoying.
Oh my god. Okay, so that's not for me. Well, fuck me, I guess.
Oh, come on, don't say that. You learned how to create water. Surely that's useful for something. Maybe you can rust the armor to the point where he can no longer move and then use explosion on him.
No, Kazuma, I've grown accustomed to this lifestyle. I need to stay at this level. Even Helia sent a servant to become the Master Sword, for fuck's sake. What have you done? She kind of reminds me of Lana from Hyrule Warriors, actually.
A little bit.
Just in terms of design, obviously.
Oh yeah, by design. Obviously by personality, they are like miles apart.
Yeah.
So something else that might be worth noting here, that as well as create water, apparently in the light novel, Kazuma also learned both basic magic and one-hand sword. But in the anime, they only showed him getting the one, so whether or not they just assumed that he learned the other two things as well, they omitted it for the sake of either comedic effect or to have something happen later on in the anime, I do not know.
Jesus, Kazuma.
Kazuma is losing his patience rapidly. More cabbages?
A bit of a raid, perhaps?
Maybe they'll up the ante and turn them into eggplants. You know, they're worth slightly more XP.
Oh, he cometh.
Ooh, okay, things are possibly getting serious, although I'm not so sure of this anime. It'll probably quickly turn the other way.
Oh no, he was living in the castle!
God damn it.
Yep, kinda got on his nerves. Why did he come out after the first day when he realised he was being attacked?
I love that the horse is headless as well.
Oh, I only just noticed that.
Yeah, it still has the reins on his face like it's actually there. That is amazing.
Okay, well, come on, attack me already. I'm itching for a battle, I'm really.
He just wants to wail on someone. He needs that frustration taken out on something, or someone.
It's her. Maybe we'll be able to sneak away while everyone's looking at the other person?
Or Kazuma might throw her to the wolves to learn a lesson. Oh no, she's going out by herself? Or is she just gonna go, it was her, she did it!
Or just cast explosion and be done with it.
Yeah, no, if he's standing there long enough, maybe it might just work. Yeah, we kind of got the point the first time.
We're trying to train and we thought the castle was abandoned.
Wow, this guy's going out.
Oh, here we go.
Who commands an explosion magic, thank you.
Can't even have a pun name like Explosia or anything like that. That's not cool.
I am Explosivo. Named after the legendary Tenacious D song. Ooh.
Parody anime tries desperately to take itself seriously.
I was just like how he just turned to darkness immediately. It's just like, are you in on this? Ah, okay, that makes sense. Posturing whilst you have some kind of an advantage. Okay, makes sense.
Okay, we're getting off with a little slap on the wrist, that's fine.
Is that actually true? I'm not entirely sure if it is. But then again, I wouldn't exactly refute it either. Like, I have to cast Explosion, otherwise my character has no meaning.
I'll get red balls, don't you know? Also, I wasn't aware that Megumi was a demon. No, not you, Aqua, you self-centered biatch.
Look, you only know party tricks at the moment. I don't think you're doing very much.
And I am going to aim for you first. You should have stayed in the back.
This is why healers are put in the back row, away from danger. You are already dead.
Oh no.
And of course Darkness takes the hit. Because why the fuck wouldn't she?
Oh, she's gonna love that so much, the death spell will just be like, yeah, this is getting a bit creepy for me, lads, I'm out.
Does anybody know Dispel Death? You know, I'm fairly convinced that without Aqua, those three would actually make a pretty decent team. Like, in spite of their flaws, I feel like without Aqua, they'd be at least more tightly knit.
For sure. Although you said tightly knit twice, I think you're running out of adjectives.
I never had many adjectives to begin with, my friend.
No.
Watch as Darkness has the best week of her entire life.
Oh god, it's just gonna be non-stop orgasms. You have no idea how much my power level has risen.
Look, if you're that interested in me to cast a death sentence, you can at least take me out to dinner first. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Uncomfortable!
I love how they quickly put in, yes, I'm Kazuma. I wonder what happened to Darkness to make her this way.
What was the point of this episode, exactly? I'm trying to figure it out.
I get the feeling it's mostly just to introduce this guy.
No.
I get the feeling we haven't seen the last of him.
No, please, don't come closer.
Look, my mum told me I need to find someone who is well-to-do. Who, me?
There's only one of you over there. Okay, so we have a plot thread now.
Yep, lift a curse by arriving to the castle. It's almost like Castlevania. What do you reckon the odds are they just forget?
We'll see. Also, why have a horse if you can just teleport?
To show off it's a headless horse as well. I mean, not many headless horsemen can make that claim to fame. And I'm gonna cast Explosion on it.
Again, kapow!
Although I do wonder why she didn't just use it there and then, although I suppose it kinda makes sense.
Gotta show off. Gotta put on a show, I suppose. I'm running out of words as well.
I love how he's going with her just because he's afraid that she'll just use the explosion on some peasant that didn't deserve it.
Oh, if only there was an archpriest here.
Well, an archpriest that didn't spend all their skill points on party tricks.
Well, she can impress the zombies, I suppose.
Ah, jiffy, a very fine word. Wait, are you serious?
What the fuck?
I love how it's just being carried away by the cherubs. Well, I guess I don't need to go anymore.
Well, fuck that plot thread, I guess.
Oh no, he's gonna come back, isn't he, and say, why didn't anyone show up to my castle? I prepared tea and everything!
Yeah, you're adequate, I guess.
They apparently saved the village by pure tomfoolery. I love it. It's just like, damn it, you've taken away a vital plot device.
Okay, well, I didn't even realise that was the quest, but whatever.
Repel the Dullahan. Well, I suppose they did exactly that.
Yeah, and then some. Is there going to be a stinger? I'm not entirely sure.
I'm not entirely sure myself, to be honest. We shall wait and see with bated breath.
Alright, what do you think of episode 4 of Konosuba, mate?
It was alright, I think. Not as overly silly and action-packed as the third episode, but then again, I think they're building up towards something. I love the sheer twist of just, oh hey, if you want to lift a curse, come to my castle, and then Aku's just like, nah bitch, curse lifted.
I did think it was a bit weird that she'd produce a staff but not do anything with it.
Well, I mean, at that point, Megaman was just posturing, so for all we could have known, she might have just been joining in on the act. You know, backing her girl up just to make sure she ain't out there alone.
I suppose, and obviously the highlight of the episode was the horse from No Head.
Yes, absolutely. That absolutely tickled me. It's so simple, yet it's just so effective. I'm surprised that no other comedy things with the whole Headless Horseman thing going on has thought of it before.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they have and I've just missed it.
Well, we can't watch every anime out there unless we're being paid to do so.
Exactly. Hey, with enough scratch, we'll watch every anime out there for you. Like, we'll make it our full-time job just to sit at home and watch anime for you.
That's Entom for close the video and load up the next one.
I'm not familiar with Entom language. Please, tell me more.
That means close the video, essentially.
Garbled mess, close video. Gotcha.
I have episode 5 up if you're ready, Volk and guys.
Alright, I am ready.
Here we go, episode 5 of Konosuba in 3, 2, 1. Kazuma and the others may have been robbed of their motivation. Aqua's still a lazy piece of shit, but I still have hope in the world of Konosuba. Yeah, Kazuma, I agree.
Well, Kazuma still has at least a little bit of dosh on him. He could just leave. Like, find himself a nice house somewhere.
Well, I'm sorry, man, but you died and then you peed yourself. This is an upgrade, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, death by acute stress is no joke, but then again, the way you went out pretty much was.
Yeah.
And she's using her staff literally as a washing line.
Well, Aqua, this is where a job comes in handy. Just saying.
This is where I'm, like, wondering if there's, like, an MMO out there that's just, hey, here's a quest, work 8 hours at a retail shop.
In real time. What did I say about, yeah, pathetic.
I'm still firm in the belief that Kazuma is a breath of fresh air in terms of protagonist goes, especially in this kind of anime.
Mm-hmm.
This is me picking up what I want at Burger King.
There we go. Oh, hell yeah.
Please kill both of them. Only 500,000? He got 1 million for cabbages.
Well, you take what you can get, Vok. It's on the board, it's up for grabs.
So I'm guessing the difficulty of the quest is based on the number of skull stamps on them.
One would think so, yeah. Brutal alligators, that's my metal band.
Yeah, slightly agitated alligator seems like a neat step up. You know, slightly dangerous, a little on the slower side on land at least.
Alright, let's see how this goes.
Alright, so, purifying the water supply, considering that she's meant to be the goddess of water of some description or another, and also an arc priestess. If she messes this up, there's no hope for her.
No, absolutely not.
I'm just saying that right now. This is your last chance, Aqua. If you fail at this, you are officially relegated to side character.
Break your staff, go to bed, job's a good one. Or a bad one, in this case.
Luna will replace you. I'm very much in an MMORPG kind of mood, especially since recently the next Final Fantasy XIV expansion was announced and it looks dope as all hell.
I've heard good things about it.
Oh yeah, the trailer was badass, and obviously, as with Final Fantasy XIV recently, the music direction is top notch, but I'm mostly looking forward to it because they finally added my class from Final Fantasy XI, which is the Blue Mage. So very excited to be able to learn enemy skills and use them against the populace.
What is a blue mage exactly?
A blue mage is typically a mage that specializes in casting the spells and abilities used by enemies. By having the skill used on them, they have a chance to learn it, and then when they learn it, it becomes a permanent spell in their arsenal. So it's mostly you get to use iconic things like the 1,000 needles from Cactuars and the goblin bomb toss from goblins, etc.
My name is Aqua, Kazuma.
Never misses a chance to toot her own horn, does she? I love how he's just making the suggestion, yeah, if you're so confident, do it yourself, we'll stay here.
But I have no defensive magic to speak of. I need my brave, strong knight man to protect me. Best be getting half of that money for half a day's work.
Exactly. As I don't need the money, I still have scratch from the cabbage quest to go off of. You're the one that needs the cash. You know, you gotta incentivize me a bit here. Either make it quick or make it worth my while.
Oh, guest appearance, cool.
1 second eye candy. Finally, caged like the animal she is.
Wow, well, Jesus. Now, you're on the way to the quest. I understand why you'd make that mistake, though.
This is like what I wish I could do with, like, escort quests. Just shove him in a cage somewhere, just drag it along with me. Then I can go at whatever speed I want.
Just, Jesus. Am I purifying the thing or having a bath? I'm not entirely sure.
I think Kazumo's on the same wavelength as you. I thought I was going to say, if you need help, we'll ignore you.
Yes. No, we'll push you deeper into the water.
So is this like a tea bag? If you dip her in the water for long enough, eventually the flavour will permeate and purify the water?
Ew. That's bath water. We don't drink bath water.
Well, for all we know, this could be a drinking lake.
When you think about it, Megumin and Darkness don't really have anything to do here. At least Kazuma was, like, here to help with the escort and whatnot.
I guess. Although I suppose having one explosion in the tank might help if anything particularly large and nasty comes along. And for everything else, you could just use Darkness to provoke them and distract them while she gets off on it, because that's what she does.
Yikes.
And to think we were worried about her.
Yep, that's Aqua for you. Please don't. Please don't.
Like, it's just like, this isn't a race you want to win. I feel like Darkness is just like, I'm going to take this man home.
Put him on the horse, off we go.
Hurt me more, daddy!
Oh my god.
Those are definitely not mutant cabbages, those are definitely the brutal alligators.
Nah!
I love how she screamed the title card. That is a neat touch. It's kind of weird that the alligators kind of remind me of the behemoths from the Final Fantasy series, just shaped like alligators.
I was gonna say yes, the colour, isn't it?
It's the colour and the black horns as well that do it for me.
We should help her, but watching is more fun.
Okay, I'm not sure if that's an ass shot we needed.
Well, it's Konosuba, mate. Just go with the flow. Uh-oh. Goodbye, placement rock.
Let's hope the lake ain't too deep. No, do not trade places with her. Remember why we are here to begin with. I'm not sure if it's been 8 hours yet, or the half a day. Hey!
Crystalline, if you will.
Clean and pristine.
Is she okay? Oh. Oh.
Well, it was true. He kept kind of saying, look, if you want to give up, we won't hold it against you.
Mm-hmm. Oh no. Oh, this is... She's playing a ruse.
Yeah, where have the alligators gone? I don't think they would just disappear. Like, they would at least be purified alligators.
Oh no. She's become a shut-in.
She's become the very thing that she mocked Kazuma for being.
Aqua's a fucking neat.
Well, maybe he won't give Kazuma a hard time about it now. Meanwhile, in the obviously evil place... Yeah, meanwhile, this is where people are actually questing.
Yeah, look at all this epic gear and loot. Wait, this sounds really familiar.
Oh, he got the same way as Kazuma did. Except he seems to actually like Aqua. Oh no, is he gonna go off thinking, like, this is a competition for Aqua's love? And then Kazuma's just like, no, seriously, I'm not interested.
Yeah, just take her. God damn.
Now, as far as I'm aware, Gram is meant to be also a sword in some cases, where it literally only weighs a gram, but is just insanely powerful.
I got you.
He's already built up a harem. He seems to be living somewhat of a better life than Kazuma is in this whole ordeal, considering he went out in a very similar fashion. Hey, how come he started off with that badass armor and Kazuma basically had peasant clothes? I feel like Kazuma got heavily gypped in this trade-off.
Kazuma was a neat. This guy is just neat.
Nicely done.
So is he gonna mistake Aqua for Megumi?
No, I'm willing to bet he knows exactly who Aqua is. After all, he did see her face to face.
Oh, she's singing peasant songs.
But I feel like he's gonna get the wrong impression, like they're trying to sell her off, when really that's not the case at all.
Mm-hmm. Aqua, come on, can you sing a show tune? This is really depressing. This is hitting close to home and I don't like it, Volk.
This would probably hit a little bit closer to home for me as well, but thankfully I managed to get myself out of that rut.
Well, thank you.
I think board games helped a bit with that. Ooh, serious darkness.
Yeah, wasn't Megumi Aqua's boss or something in the first episode?
No, I think Aqua's boss was like Eris or something like that. Hey, there we go.
I'm coming. Oh lord, she coming. Oh, well.
Well, she came, but, you know, she tripped over herself a bit, so she doesn't get maximum points.
Huh?
Yeah, that's like me trying to remember, like, distant aunts, uncles, and nephews at the family get-together.
Oh, okay, he does know her. Okay, it wasn't a confusion.
No.
Oh, that's a long story. I sat in some water inside a cage and alligators attacked me. Synced.
Well, that is a quick way to be explained. It's the typical RPG things like, well, it basically goes like this, it kind of fades to black and suddenly, I know everything that's going on now.
What would happen if someone cast a spell on him to turn his inner monologue outer?
I feel like either people would respect him a lot more or resent him heavily. I don't think there'd be a middle ground. Because there are a lot of people that respect just unbridled honesty, but There are times where unbridled honesty is not the right thing, and that can get you into a lot of trouble.
She chooses to sleep there. Also, I'm not paying for her. And he got nothing. Yeah, Mitsurugi, check your privilege.
I kind of just want him to, like, steal, like, his armor or something and just sell it.
Tempting,
Who
but
do you think he is? Some kind of pimp?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I kind of like being in this group, honestly. Oh no, she's liking it. Bye. Bitch. Are we gonna like duel for honor or something?
But this is the life that she chose once she came into this world.
Yep, duel time. Whip out your fucking duel disc, I am Slifer the Sky Dragon ready to go. Nice.
What did he get? The armor? His pants?
The sword!
No, his sword! Alright, so the whole thing of Graham only weighing as much is clearly not the case in this universe. Oh no, the cheerleading squad is unhappy.
I mean, what do you expect? He challenged me to a duel, I just reacted first.
I love that he refers to himself as a noob. He knows exactly where he is in this food chain at the moment, but at the same time, he postures himself as a seasoned adventurer, but I guess that's being, like, just shut in who plays video games. He knows how this sort of thing works.
Well, that's nice, but, you know, duelist rules. So he's gotta come for them now. What? Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Alright, Xehanort, calm it down.
Who's the real villain here?
Gee, okay, enough, stop.
How much of the animation budget went into that hand?
Quite a fair bit, if I know about, like, animating hands and whatnot.
I spent so much time posturing, I forgot to cast the spell.
Okay, you're getting a bit egregious now.
I think she's just looking for an excuse to touch Luna's breasts, to be honest. It's like, woman, please.
Well, back to square one, I suppose.
200,000 for repairing a cage?
Well, blacksmiths are in... I don't know, Volk, I don't know how fucking money works in this world.
Is it like the Apple iCage where they say, oh yeah, the repair fee is like this extortionate amount and yet you can probably just buy a new one for half the price? Hey, to be fair on Kazuma, he only suggested that he would. He never actually did it.
Also, I'm not entirely sure I like Mitsurugi's white knight tendencies.
Or treating Aqua like she was a piece of property.
Nice.
Well, is this gonna be the part where Aqua subclasses into monk and just punches the shit out of people?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh. She's a sly one, that Aqua.
Well, she has to have some skills in this world, I suppose.
You know, I just realized something. The sword is nowhere to be seen. Kazuma, what did you do with that sword?
Oh no, he sold it.
Oh no! Alright, so I was close with the armor thing, but it was clearly the sword. I guess it makes sense, considering how heavy that thing was for him, he couldn't exactly keep it.
Oh, this is wacky.
So not only did Aqua fleece him out of 300,000, but he also sold the sword.
I like how Kazuma has kind of like a cynical view towards money.
Well, I mean, I suppose it's more a case of money doesn't really get him that much around here. Like, it gets him food and what have you, but I imagine a place to stay isn't something that exists in this RPG world, perhaps. Either that or he's hoping to just, like, gather enough money just to buy out the Demon King or whatever his name was.
That would be amazing if that's how it actually ends.
Yeah, he just goes and, like, learns a skill, buy out, and just chucks a load of money at him and he just fucks off.
Oh, thank you. I've been meaning to take a vacation.
Oh, wow, they're asking for Kazuma specifically?
Well, he's building up a reputation here.
Whether good or bad is still up for debate.
Oh god,
Oh,
is this
it's him.
fucker again?
And Megaman has the eye patch on. Oh my god, I was right!
To be fair, it's not nice being stood up and whatnot.
No, definitely not. I mean, you make the effort to invite everyone over to your castle, nobody shows up, and everyone just cancels to say, oh, I'm so sorry, but other plans came up, or I became ill overnight.
Indeed. Well, I am going to assume there's no stinger, so I'm closing the video. What did you think of episode 5, mate?
A little bit better, I would say, than the previous episode.
Yes.
I kind of like the whole Aqua being temporarily traumatized, but then just remembering that she's meant to be a goddess, like, snapped her out of it right quickly. And, you know, having this seasoned adventure going around with a magical cursed sword and it just getting stolen and pawned off for cash. And then getting more cash taken from him in order to repair a cage plus some interest.
Oh,
Poor guy.
Yeah. Well, he's a bit of a prick, honestly, but, yeah, what goes around comes around, I suppose. Alright, I have episode 6 here, if you're ready to finish off this session, mate.
Alright, I'm ready to go.
Here we go, in 3, 2, 1. Alright, what does the Dullahan have for us here, besides auras of JoJo?
Oh yeah, we forgot about that. But, the curse was lifted and we had no reason to come along.
Hey, watch the language, there are ladies present.
I love how he just threw his head down. He's just like, no wait, that's my head! So wait, she's been casting explosion magic in secret on the castle.
Oh no. What?
Phrasing. And yes, I agree with Kazuma, stop squirming.
Why is everyone in this dimension so fucking horny? Calm it down. I'm looking at you, Aqua.
She had an accomplice!
Who is he? Oh, right. Evil McEvil guy.
Ah, we finally have a name. Verdia. I was expecting something like Bellius or something like that, honestly. So, he's a dark knight, yet he is somewhat chivalrous?
A little bit. Oh, here she come.
Wait.
Thought I cast death on you.
Didn't I sentence you to death? Was just like, I got better.
Yeah, literally, like, right after you left, actually. It was kind of funny.
So Monty Python it hurts. There is never a way that Monty Python can hurt in a bad way.
So what are you expecting from this episode, mate?
I'm hoping a fight with Veldio or whatever the hell his name was again. I've already forgotten.
Wow, that's just rude.
Well, you know what? He hasn't really done anything substantial other than posturing and complaining that his cancel is getting ram-raided by explosions. He needs something more to make me remember him, but I'm hoping this episode will be exactly that. Who knows? Maybe we'll get some help from the other adventurers around as well, so we'll see. Maybe they'll leave it up to the fort, but I'm hopeful we might get to see some of the other adventurers get down and dirty as well.
Do you think we've maxed out the party at this point?
I wouldn't say necessarily maxed out. It's more a case of, obviously, Konosuba is probably going to be continuously developing, and obviously there's still some personality traits that haven't really been properly explored yet, like with... I would say Darkness definitely has a more serious side to her, especially when it comes to anyone threatening Aqua, so I kind of want to learn more about what that's all about.
Okay.
I mean, obviously Megumin's trying to hone her explosion magic somewhat hopelessly, considering that she can only cast it once per day, so I kind of want to see Megumin develop as well, maybe get another explosion, maybe learn another brand of explosion magic. Like, maybe, like, the whole thing will be is that she can still only cast one explosion, but as she develops it, rather than getting the ability to cast more, she just makes it even stronger and stronger, until eventually she gets, like, a country-shattering explosion.
Jeez. Well, why don't you do it, then? Give us some action. Really? You're just gonna one-shot him? What the fuck?
Well, the horse is gone. Rip headless horse. Yeah, he made the wailing noise and everything. Surely he must have done something.
Well, sort of, but she's a goddess, so she's kind of cheating, honestly. Oh, dark miasma.
Zombie minions, the most annoying and persistent of minions.
Pretty evil company, my stand. God, stop it, Aqua. We need to fill out the runtime here.
Well, turns out she's not just party tricks after all. I mean, Turn Undead seems pretty fucking effective, I'm not gonna lie.
This is the funniest episode so far.
It's just because the guy wailing in pain at the Turn Undead spell's not quite killing him. Hey, you got any more of those, Turn Undead spells?
Nope, I'm fresh out.
I wonder if the purified lake would be holy water. Maybe they could, like, lure them over there. They're all going after Aqua. Okay, I think that's probably a flat-out lie.
Yeah, it turned from Castlevania Season 1 to fucking Looney Tunes at the drop of a hat.
I think this is the nature of Konosuba. It can just turn on the silliness at a drop of a hat, but it never really feels out of place. It always seems to be relevant. Because, I mean, with it being an RPG world, there's a lot you can do with that and have it sort of make sense. And Dust is just like, am I being ignored?
Oh, that just turns me on even more. Please don't use the steel panty spell on them.
I don't think zombies are capable of being embarrassed.
We'll see.
Oh, are they gonna explosion him and the minions?
Now it's my chance to shine. Once per episode, motherfucker.
I love the effects on the explosion spell.
Well, budget's gotta go somewhere.
And I suppose if it's your one spell for the day, you want to make it flashy. Oh, this is cool!
Oh lord, here we go again.
Is he gonna roll around on the floor again, or is he just gonna be a crater? Although, mind you, with the explosion damage that caused, it amuses me that the castle just does not have any kind of visible damage apart from a few cracks, which you could perceive as just being old age. That guy looks like he came straight out of Trigun.
Oh my god, I'm coming back for them!
Look, they called me Crazy Girl. I can't take that sitting down.
Yeah, he's fine.
So there's another slight difference with the light novel with that one there. Rather than just saying remember their names, she actually did try to attack them.
Wow.
Although I'm not sure what with, considering she used her only explosion spell, so I guess it's pretty much done for consistency's sake.
Well, I guess the staff can hit pretty hard.
Yeah, but then again, she lacks the energy to actually stand up.
Schmasshole, asshole. Well, here we go. Sorry to tell you, I'm actually my own stand.
And turns out the man in there was Sauron?
I guess.
I'm liking the effects here.
It's pretty nice. Literally Ultra Instinct.
It's like, you think I'm playing?
I am playing! Get back in your fucking house!
The guy that you embarrassed.
Yeah, oh
and
god.
shamed out of the city. Yeah, probably best we don't tell him about that, Darkness. I don't know what you're planning, but if you're planning on hitting him, we don't have that much time to wait.
Can she even hurt him, though? Because he is technically undead.
He may be undead, but he's still susceptible to getting his shit slashed apart.
His is blue and everything!
She's holding up. Oh god, she's at it again.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Please.
So yeah, whip out them guns, baby. Trust me, there's nothing holy about this night.
Oh. Bit demeaning, Volk, but I'll allow it. Nothing personnel. Did they both miss each other?
It would appear so. Either that or Veldius did hit and it just did nothing to Darkness just because of her insane amount of defense.
Let me guess, just the armor?
Yeah, I would guess just the armor. Oh no, not quite. That's the first rule of being a tank. He knows exactly what buttons to press.
Oh, one piece at a time, delicately exposing the flesh within.
God damn it.
Christ on a bike.
See, this is the problem, because usually wanting to get hit is like the main part of a tank, but the way that she puts it across has very much the opposite effect.
No, it's like, no, I don't want to hit you. I'm afraid I might contract something.
Oh, we got some steel going on. Oh no, create water.
Oh, wow, that got upgraded.
Well, maybe he was just using it as a test in the cup. I mean, I'd like to think create water can be pretty substantial if channeled. Oh, there's another spell.
Let me guess, Darkness got hit as well.
I was gonna say that he was frozen in place and yet Darkness still manages to miss.
Oh.
It's like, son of a bitch. He's gonna slip on the ice. Okay, not quite. I'm disappointed.
Oh, we're slowly going up in age rating here.
Well, I mean, the whole turn undead thing was going pretty well. Maybe just keep casting it on him. Don't give him a chance to get back up again.
Where's Akira? Is she tired? She's taking a piss break or something?
Good point. I think we saw her briefly when he was just like, no, that's not what we're doing, damn it. But I couldn't really see enough of her to get an idea of what she was doing.
This is really actually quite annoying.
It's like, damn it, stop inconveniencing me!
Alright, yeah, I'm a goddess of water.
Flood class. Oh no. If she uses flood magic, something's gonna go wrong that means that any money they would have got from doing this is basically gonna be null and void.
Essentially, yeah.
Don't do it. You're gonna flood the town.
You know, water is apparently a spell in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me. Water has been a spell in a lot of the Final Fantasy games, so having it in Kingdom Hearts probably ain't bad either.
Oh, Darkness. You're still the MVP at the end of the day.
Indeed. Jesus Christ.
Nope, sorry. You call the flood, you get the flood.
Exactly, I don't do things by halves. And there goes the city wall. Yep. I think my hunch of that being the money's gonna have to go towards repairs is gonna be true after all. This is where someone just physically takes it away from him. Or steal his head!
His Ted Volk?
His head.
Okay. I have your Ted here. Your Teddy Heady Bear.
Hello, this is my TED Talk.
Ugh. Why don't you go claim another Detroit video?
Oh, he actually did steal his head. Nice.
God, this is so demeaning. First you blow up my castle multiple times without actually destroying the fucker, so I have to put up with it, and now you're playing fucking Kickabout.
They're pretty good. Waterlog his armor. Do it. Hey, and the head joins in too.
Wow, fucking vaporized. Oh, I like how the flower blooms.
That is a neat touch. And they defeated the Great Evil, I guess. I get a feeling he was probably still fairly low ranking.
Yeah. Dear God, that was fucking rad.
Oh, so you did actually know those people. What kind of an unfortunate name is Heinz, anyway?
He loved soup. God damn it, he loved soup.
And his beans! Oh god, the beans! I'll miss him!
They're not dead, are they?
No, they probably just respawned. Or they actually aren't dead. Yay! Oh, she revived them. Okay, maybe the party trick thing kind of makes sense, since he already has, like, the arsenal needed to actually be an effective archpriest, I guess, but maybe she just doesn't want to do it? I'm sorry, Duttners, but, beggars can't be choosers.
Yay, we did it!
So apparently in the light novel, Aqua defeated the weakened Veldia after Darkness cut through Veldia's armor, but of course, with the whole accuracy thing, they had to kind of change it in the anime to what they did here. And just in case it wasn't obvious, he is actually called Veldia in the light novel. Alright, we defeated evil, time to get mad crunk.
Hell yeah. Oh? Special armor, perhaps?
I would doubt it.
Who are you?
This is like the typical NPC's reaction when you do, like, finish up, like, your first main quest line. Just like, yes, you are the warrior that was prophesized. Now go out and help everyone else. Finally, he's getting the praise he deserves.
Ah, recognition. And I haven't even had a single beer yet. Oh, are we leveling up? Oh, shit.
He just got paid, but I'm willing to bet those repairs are going to come into play.
Also, this entire party is on you, by the way. Poor Kazuma, he just wants a quiet life. Yeah, I think you were right, Volk.
Oh, fucking hell.
Nope.
Jesus.
Well, if things got solved that quickly, we wouldn't have a series, so...
Exactly. I mean, it wouldn't make sense for it to end now. Especially since I'm somewhat aware of some scenes that haven't actually happened yet. Thank you, YouTube clips. Well, it seems like in order to escape from the worthless world, just sever your ties with Aqua. She's an expensive liability.
Indeed. Alright, I'm closing this down, mate. That one was the best one of the bunch, I think.
Yes, absolutely no question about it. It had plenty of action, teeming with humor, and obviously the, if a little bit predictable resolution towards the end, but it was a good romp regardless. I like that.
Indeed. And it had a little bit, like throughout these episodes, a mini arc with Megumin. You had lots of darkness in there, and a lot of Aqua finally coming to the forefront as well with her powers and whatnot, which is great. So, yeah, nothing but good things to say about that, apart from the kind of slow episode 4. Yeah, that'll do it for this sesh, guys. We shall be back next time, or month, for episode 79 of Konosuba, again commissioned by Silverdude. If you want your own Quick Looks commission, check patreon.com/HellfireComms for all the prices and delivery dates and such, and we'll do whatever TV comms you want. It can be cartoon, anime, live action, up to an hour, and you can mix and match. You can have like 6 11-minute episodes, or 3 23-minute ones like you saw here, or yeah, mix and match. See you next time for another pack of HellfireComms TV comms by the patrons. Bye bye.
Ta-da.